And it's going to be the reason one day I look back and I say, this is what made me who I am. A long time ago, I realized something that is instrumental in deciding the type of person you're going to be and the things you're going to achieve in your life. And it's so valuable but so overlooked. And while the importance of it and the value of it has been known for years, and especially being utilized by the people who are actually successful, things have changed a bit in the 21st century. And the core concept is still valid, but we need to talk about how it's been tweaked a bit in our current world.
That's that. Said you ain't doing nothing wrong, that's cat. Still trying to dodge all the holes in the cracks that you left here with me when you turn your back. And all I got was nothing. All I got was nothing. And all I got was nothing. All I got was nothing. Where do we go after our summer went cold? Coming in hot, I was playing it slow, letting our story unfold. Baby, I know
You are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. And it doesn't matter if you believe this or not, it's true. But in today's world, you are the average of the 5 people you follow. Because we spend majority of our time on our phone and on social media. So if we're spending majority of our time on social media and we are choosing to follow the people that are posting pictures that are highly edited and making you feel crap about yourself, the people that are only posting the 5% of their life that is actually good when the rest 95% is crap. If this is the type of content you are following, what is the max potential you can actually achieve? I realized this a long time back, and that's why majority of the people on my Instagram are muted. And that's why I'm very conscious about the content I consume on my social media, and these are active steps that I'm going to take even in 2024 to implement this, so that I'm only consuming content that adds value to my life and moves me forward. And on the same lines, I also want to add value into the content hemisphere, and that's why I started my podcast, the Everywhen Podcast, in order to be able to add value to other people's life as well, by having conversations about topics that stimulate us to think and improve our life. If you're interested in podcasts and if you actually want to be on this podcast as well, that's a possibility. Just check it out. It's the Everywhen Podcast. I'll link it at the end of this episode. And also, talking about the podcast brings me to another important point that I want to share with you all, and that's the ability to say yes and start something when you are scared or afraid. I had so much insecurity about starting the podcast, about starting this own YouTube channel. It took me 4 years to actually build up the confidence to publish my first YouTube video. And it took me another 2 years of debating and having conversations in my mind about starting a podcast to actually starting a podcast. And I don't know why. I always end up regretting it at the end that I didn't start it. So that's why I need to say yes to when your mind says no and wants to take the easy way out. But say yes to the things that you know will bring value, and then when having resistance, that's the time you say yes. Don't say yes to everything and anything, especially if it does not add value to your goals and to your life. Things that add value and you know is going to make a difference in your life, say yes to that. Because at the time you're going to actually do the thing, your mind will find ways to get out of, because it wants to take the path of least resistance. So it will make excuse that maybe this is not so valuable, but deep down you know it's what's important for you and you know you need to do this. So in those situations you have to say yes. So just say yes to things that you know will add value to your life, and the things that you know are important for you to be able to reach the place that you want to go. The next thing that has absolutely transformed my life is being able to detach from my phone. I'm at the point now where the phone is not an essential part of my life. I can leave it and continue doing other things without having to worry, where the hell is my phone? There are days when I leave my phone at home when I go out. How many of you can say that? I'm not trying to brag or say that I'm better than you, because I was in a pathetic situation with my phone usage. I used to use about 6 to 7 hours per day of screen time. And then I realized that screen time is showing me nothing but my wasted potential. And I had to find a way to separate myself from my phone. I didn't want to let my phone consume me, but I knew that the phone had its values and it could be a tool to make my life better. So I'm going to use it in a way that it actually makes my life better and is not controlling my life. And the couple of things that I did, I made a video about it, which is one of my best performing videos on my channel right now, and it's about how I got my screen time down. But a couple of pointers that I'll give you right now is delete social media from your phone and have it only on your computer, so that you're not constantly checking again and again what the hell is happening with the world or what the hell is happening with people you don't actually care about. Another thing you can do is, if Instagram is the thing you're getting addicted to, turn suggested content off. You can do that in the settings. And the third thing that I do is 30 minutes of solitude every day. And now it's reached the point where I can even do more than 30 minutes and I'm not even having to track the time like, oh, when is 30 minutes gonna be up. 30 minutes of solitude is nothing but keeping all devices away and just sitting with yourself and your thoughts for 30 minutes. Now, while this has a direct benefit that for 30 minutes you're actually away from your phone and your screens, it also has a subconscious conditioning that you can be okay without your phone. You can entertain yourself, or you can be comfortable with just being with your thoughts. And that's a powerful conditioning, because if you can be comfortable with just being with your thoughts and not having to need any external stimulation and just be okay with sitting and actually enjoy it, then you will automatically start giving more importance and more value to time away from your screen rather than time with your screen. Okay, I gotta go play with this guy for a while. The third habit that I'm taking into 2024 is something I discovered a long time back. And I was having a conversation with my friend, and he was reminding me how I used to do this even many years back, and that is intermittent fasting. It's been an on and off cycle of going through the phases of doing the intermittent fasting and then falling off the wagon and just leading an unhealthy lifestyle, and then reaching a point where I'm overweight, I'm unhealthy, and wanting to switch back and then starting intermittent fasting again. But this time I'm doing intermittent fasting a little bit more extreme, and that is only one meal a day. And that is, I fast for about 20 to 22 hours and I eat only one meal every single day. That is, I compress all of my daily caloric needs in that small time frame. And while this is hard, it's especially hard in the initial days, it has given me a level of mental clarity, mental focus, and mental creativity that I've never ever experienced before. If you can get past the point where you're feeling hungry and get past the hunger stage, like that lasts for maybe 1 or 2 hours, then you discover a new world where you are functioning on some magical fuel. You can't stop and nothing can stop you. It's been crazy. The amount of work that I've been able to get done in the last 1 month, where I've switched to one meal a day, has been insane. And I'm not even kidding you when I say this. I've got so much work done. Work I was probably not able to get done in an entire year. I got it done in 1 month. And besides that, it's had an amazing transformation on my body. And the first 7 days that I did it, this was a transformation. And while it seems like something small and irrelevant and can't make that much of a difference, like, just take a week for yourself and try intermittent fasting. You don't have to try the extreme that I'm doing it of one meal a day, but try at least eating only for 5 to 6 hours and fasting the rest of the day. And you see for yourself the crazy amount of difference you see in your life. And if you don't see a difference, you can go back to your old diet. But thousands of people and myself can vouch for the fact that it has made a huge difference in my life, and it is the reason that I know that I'm gonna be unstoppable now. Now, the last thing that I'm going to be taking from 2023 into 2024 is the momentum. And I'm going to talk for a minute about how I was able to build up the momentum, and not only build up this momentum, but for the first time in my life, been able to implement this momentum or maintain this momentum for an extended period of time. Because in the past, I've got to a point where I was in a flow state or in a momentum state where everything was going well. but I was never able to maintain it for a long period of time. And the reason is because in the past, I used to do things that used to help me get to momentum. And once I was at that point of having that momentum, I used to ease off the gas on the things that helped me get there. So the things that I was doing which helped me gain that momentum, I didn't realize the importance of doing it even after gaining that momentum, and I would stop doing those things, and that's when I would lose the momentum. Now if you are aware, I'm currently doing a 100 days challenge where I'm doing 5 things that put me out of my comfort zone every single day. Now because of these 5 things, I did not expect the result to be this crazy. The first 5 to 10 days that I was doing it, I was just doing it because I had to do it, and I was just not understanding the importance of it. But then after the 10 days mark, I started noticing that these things not only just started becoming a part of my lifestyle and easy to do, but also every other part of my life was getting better and better, and I was getting in a state of flow which was not ever dying out. It was just going on, and I was like crazy. And I realized because this time with the 100 days challenge, I can't stop doing the things that got me to this slow state, because the challenge states I have to do it for 100 days. So I am continuing to do it, and it's continuing to make me maintain my momentum and my state of flow. There is a 21-90-day rule. It states that if you want to make something habitual, you do it for 21 days in a row. If you want to make something a lifestyle, you do it for 90 days. And that's why I chose 100 days, because I want to make these things a part of my lifestyle, and now I desperately want to make it a part of my lifestyle. Me doing these things every day is what is getting me momentum and in a flow state where I'm able to work like I'm on some drug. And I'm not telling you to go and do the same 5 things that I'm doing, but say start with 3 things. Just 3 things that you know you need to be doing, things that will make your life better, and things that you know are going to add value to your life down the line. Just fix 3 things and do it every single day for 100 days, and just see the difference it makes in your life. In the start, you'll find it hard. Your mind will make excuses of why it's not important or why you don't need to do this, or your mind will try to convince you to just give up and just take the easy way out. But if you push past that resistance in the start, it becomes easier to stick to it and just see the difference it makes in your life. This is something I'm taking into 2024, and it's the momentum that I build up in 23, and I just feel like it's snowball effect, and I just know 2024 is gonna be a crazy year.